Battle Chasers Nightwar. THQ Nordic's upcoming turn-based RPG pays tribute to the glory of classic RPG. Enter the town of Harm's Way that's rife with randomly generated dungeons and stunning landscapes. It's set to release this October 3rd. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Dive into a fantasy world where light and darkness collide in harmonic balance. This edition is packed with all their previous DLCs and a ton of new content. It's set to release this October 3rd. Cyberdimension Neptunia 4 Goddesses Online. Return to a faraway magical land separate from our own and help these 4 goddesses rule over their nations. Forge friendships, step into its cyberdimension, and help the world grow. Coming this October 10th. Elex, a science fiction fantasy from the makers of Gothic and Arisen. It's marketed as a true experience in open world exploration, with 4 different biomes, 4 factions to choose from, and a whole lot of freedom. It's set to release this October 17th. South Park: The Fractured Butthole, a sequel to Parker and Stone's classic Stick of Truth. Their controversial antics continue as you step into the shoes of the new kid in town. Embark on a superpowered South Park adventure and save the world one fart joke at a time. It's set to release on October 17th. .hack GU Last Recode, a complete remaster of the classic hit from CyberConnect 2. Step inside the digital universe of the world and help these characters uncover a menacing mystery. It contains all 3 volumes of the .hack series, coming this November 3rd. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim VR. Elder Scrolls 5th installment welcomes you into their medieval fantasy world with this virtual reality experience. Take on a first-hand experience in the shoes of the Dragonborn and defeat the Dragon Alduin. Coming this November 17th. Cat Quest. Already released on the PC and mobile, the open-world adventures of the felines head to the PlayStation. Guide a litter of cats as they go on a quest to rescue their catnapped sister. With a massive overworld and customizable features, it's coming late this year. Steven Universe Save the Light. Grumpy Face Studios takes the gang to the console dimension with this highly improved RPG. Join Garnet, Amethyst, Pearl, and Steven, and the rest of the gang as they partake in turn-based puzzle solving around the vibrant gem-filled universe. It's set to release this 4th quarter. Fear Effect Sedna. The cult classic action-adventure from the turn of the century returns from the dead with this crowd-funded effort. Go on a globe-trotting adventure with Hannah, Rain, Deke, and Glass in their refreshing new looks. This title is different from the ground-up remake titled Fear Effect Reinvented, which might be expected sometime in 2018. Fear Effect Sedna releases sometime this year. Y2K, a postmodern RPG. Having spent a few years in development hell, fans will be glad to know it's finally releasing this year. It's a game that leaves traces of their many influences to create a game that's ultimately original. A hodgepodge of old and new, it mixes classic JRPGs like Persona, Dragon Quest, and Earthbound with the artistic sensibilities of the modern hipster. Check it out once it finally releases this year. Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. Return to Level 5's majestic kingdom in this much-awaited sequel to their critically acclaimed franchise. Inspired by Japanese animation greats, it marries fantastic settings with compelling storytelling. It's set to release on January 19th. Lost Sphear. Straight off of their I Am Setsuna success comes another throwback to the classic JRPG. Improving on their previous title, venture with Kanata as he rebuilds a world from memory. It's another beautifully imagined tale of love and friendship, and it's coming this January 23rd. Monster Hunter World. Capcom's latest entry to their award-winning RPG franchise. Become a monster hunter and venture off to the vast jungles to tame the world's gigantic beasts. With new weapon abilities, monster types, and an online mode, it's set to release on January 26th. Kingdom Come Deliverance. An ambitious open-world RPG straight from the fires of Kickstarter. Tired of the fantasy tropes of today's games, Warhorse Studios' creation offers a realistic RPG experience rooted in the everyday struggles of the Middle Ages. It's set to release on February 13th. Secret of Mana. Square Enix's adorable nature-loving JRPG makes its way to Sony's console. Once a simple 2D game, get ready to return to the shoes of Prima, Popoy, and Randy in fully rendered 3D. It comes with downloadable skins and upgraded gameplay. Coming this February 15, 2018. Pixel Noir. Jump into the 16-bit neo-noir RPG where you play as a cop who served 10 years in prison for a crime he did not commit. Vindicate yourself and explore the bustling streets of Pinnacle City in search for the truth. This Kickstarter-funded game is coming sometime this 2018. Vampyr. Stepping away from their renowned coming-of-age stories, Don't Nod takes us on a trip to the supernatural. Set in 1918 London, play as a doctor/vampire, Jonathan Reed, as he helps himself and others survive the horrors of the flu pandemic. With their signature branching choices, you get to decide which path you choose. Originally scheduled this 2017, its release has been further delayed to the first half of 2018. Edge of Eternity. Inspired by great JRPGs like Final Fantasy, this game boasts a multitude of visual beauty and story, offering a huge open world to explore with evolving weapons, branching storyline, and a sweet active battle system. No release date yet, but it's coming sometime next year. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. It's hard to imagine that .hack and Sword Art Online are on the same list. Anyway, step into the digital world and be the hero of Gun Gale Online. Customize your weapon loadouts and equip the most badass looking guns from all across the Sword Art universe. It's set to release this early 2018. Citadel Forged with Fire. A massive sandbox RPG filled with magic and mayhem. Go on a sorcerous rampage in the world of Ignis. Tame wild dragons, forge alliances, explore its riveting open world, and dominate the realm of magic. It's on early access on Steam, but its PS4 version is set to release sometime this early 2018. Little Witch Academia Chamber of Time. Featuring an original story from the anime itself, enroll in a prestigious school of talented witches. This beat-em-up RPG puts you on the shoes of Shiny Chariot as she and her friends uncover a mystery hidden inside the academy. It's coming this early 2018. Swords of Ditto. A Devolver digital release that's teeming with magic and charm. It's a unique take on the roguelike genre, letting you play as a brand new hero after every adventure. Roam around a delightfully colorful world and bring a friend along. It's set to release early 2018. Exzore The Rising. Another in a series of crowdfunded RPGs, Tiny Shark Interactive takes you to an open medieval world filled with futuristic technology. Experiment with 24 different gadgets as former commander Damian Price and watch the magic of innovation unfold. It's set to release in the third quarter of 2018. Shenmue III. The latest in a series that pioneered everything we love about the open city sandbox game. After a record-breaking Kickstarter, the relatively unknown legend, Ryo Hazuki, resumes his quest for vengeance in a form that almost rivals the grandeur of the original. Watch out for his return to form once it releases late next year. Code Vein. Bandai Namco's take on Dark Souls' punishing formula. It's a JRPG that oozes with blood and badassery. Follow a group of Revenants and use their gift to control the blood of their enemies. It's a bloodbath for the challenge seekers out there. It's set to release sometime in 2018. GreedFall. From the team behind the Technomancer and Bound by Flame, Spiders brings us a new RPG set in a fictional 17th century rife with magic and discovery. Choose your side in a brewing conflict between natives and colonizers in a world inspired by Baroque art. Set to release in 2018. Demon's Age. Taking after the isometric RPGs like Baldur's Gate and Diablo, journey to the Morrigan Peninsula and aid a land devastated by a force of demons. It's a gorgeous RPG with turn-based battles, puzzle solving, and loot collecting. Uncover the world's secrets when it releases in 2018. Immortal Unchained. Cashing in on the trend of punishing gameplay a la Dark Souls, this Swedish production takes us forward through time in a futuristic planet with guns. With NPCs holding the key to their story, gossip with the townsmen as you shuffle about to recover your lost bounties. It breaks free sometime this 2018. Shadows Awakening. Awaken your inner demon in Calypso Media's isometric RPG. Take your pick from 3 heroes, each with their individual stories and quests, or consume up to 15 characters to make use of their skill sheets. With real-time battles, a party system, and the extensive lore of the Heretic Kingdom saga, it's a fiery RPG you can't miss. Releasing in 2018. Two Worlds 3. After the announcement of new DLCs, Topware Interactive tops off the good news with the kickoff of a brand new title. Being developed by the infamous creators of Raven's Cry, we're waiting to see what Reality Pump has in store for us. Still in its concept stage, it's expected to release in 2019. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Relive Cloud's Midgardian escapades in this remake of a beloved Square Enix classic. From its polygonal perfection, the most popular Final Fantasy saga returns with an HD makeover and a new combat system. Unfortunately, no release date yet. Wild. Announced way before their Beyond Good and Evil 2 bombshell, it's good news that Michael Ansel's team hasn't given up on this project yet. Step inside a prehistoric paradise and possess the powers of each Neolithic beast. It's a continent-sized world with no release date yet. Warhammer 40k, Inquisitor, Martyr. Embark on a new journey through the chaotic cosmos of Warhammer's futuristic universe. Jump into the Space Marine suit once again as you explore the isolated regions of the Caligari sector, doused in the same grim aesthetics and intense combat. No release date yet. Kingdom Hearts 3. Square Enix's much-awaited third major entry to their popular series is finally near. Return to Sora and friends and travel around various Disney worlds to meet your favorite characters. Wield the magic Keyblade in its revamped RPG system with slick and stylish hack-and-slash combat. It's coming very soon this 2018. Deep Down. Remember this game? Adapting another gameplay element from the Soul series, this gothic-fueled dungeon crawler pits you against horrendous beasts that crawl beneath the surface. Dive deep down and prepare for a grueling dark descent. No release date yet, but it's coming out soon. Lords of the Fallen 2. We may or may not see this game coming out soon due to their recent development issues. This sequel to the popular Lords of the Fallen game promises to amp up its Souls-like gameplay and adding more atmosphere to their iconic worlds. It's coming soon, indefinitely. Harvest Moon: Light of Hope. While Marvelous has moved on to greener pastures with their Story of Seasons series, Natsume returns to their golden years with this latest Harvest Moon title. Shipwrecked and lost, bring yourself back on your feet by taking care of a lovely farm. No release date yet. Tale of Ronin. Borrowing elements from Akira Kurosawa's works of art, live as a Ronin in a dynamic world of turmoil and violence. Not much details were revealed so far, but it surely evokes honor, bravery, and peace. Just like a samurai. No release date yet, but it's coming sometime soon. Sinner: Sacrifice for Redemption. Another one of those games that take inspiration from Software's iconic Dark Souls series. Atone for your sins in a doomed afterlife where monsters and evil coexist in pure chaos. Embrace its challenging combat because it's coming sometime soon. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below.